Why can you not say noobs on Twitch anymore? Why do people have a problem with that? Is some CS in here? You think there's some performance anxiety due to high standards for this team? I don't know. I don't have performance anxiety. I just fucking go and play. Like, you guys want to sit here and talk about, like, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? Like, this is like part of the problem. Like, there's no just do this. We spent 3 days on Icebox trying to pick a fucking agent lineup incorporating Viper, right? And we had Ethan on Sage, and I was playing Astra on that map. And we had Hiko on Sky. And we saw problems with it. We spent 3 days in this. And we ended up saying, we can't do Viper without a second controller. We can't have Spencer on Sky because he's not aggro enough to use a Sky. We moved Asuna from Raze to Reyna because he wasn't using like the boom bots for like max value, and he doesn't like using satchels. Like, we moved Ethan off of Sage because what are we moving to? Because we needed a second controller and we didn't feel Astra was good and we felt like we needed Killjoy. We spent 3 days on Icebox with a comp: Viper, Astra, Sky, Sage, Raze. And then we just scrapped it. We said, fuck this. And we moved Ethan from Sage to Omen. We moved me back from Astra to Killjoy. We moved Spencer from Sky to Sova. And we moved Peter from Raze to Reyna. We went into the tournament thinking Icebox was going to be one of the bottom 3 maps. Some people ranked it the worst. Some said second worst. And some said third worst. It ended up being our best map. We went into the tournament thinking Bind was going to be, most of us said Bind was going to be our best map. Bind and Ascent were the top 2. And then it was like Haven Icebox split, or Icebox Haven split, something like that. Or like Haven split Icebox, some sort of combination of that. It was nothing like that. Because there's no fucking possible way with switching comps you can get enough reps against all the different shit that people are doing now. And 2, that's not even what the fucking problem was. That wasn't even the problem. It wasn't our composition. It wasn't lack of trying a different composition. It was literally, we played like fucking complete bots the day of. That's it. I feel like you guys ignore the essence of the game and think too much. How the fuck do you know what I'm thinking when I'm playing a match? Like, do I need to upload my full, unedited, unaltered video with the comms and my POV and everything I literally say? Like, how the fuck do you know? You don't know. You're just saying shit because that's what you think. And then, like, this is how this works, okay? If you said to me, like, had we won, right? Had one round went different against Sentinels and we were in the upper bracket still, you guys would have had a very different tune. We would have 2-0'd Sentinels if we lost both pistols, both round after pistols. We lost like a 4v3 where I double entried on A or something like that. We lost against 2 of their Deagle or Sheriff rounds. Like, right there is like 6 rounds. We lost 13-11. We would have 2-0'd them. And you guys wouldn't be sitting here saying stupid shit like this. And we lost 2 13-11s to fucking, what's her name? Wait, to Envy. Bind and Haven were both 13-11s. any one of the fucking rounds went different, and we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. It takes a completely different fucking tune.
I connected at a weird point in the convo with chat.
Thanks, Submachine.
But when is that?
It's
not
a different
the case?
tune.
Cheers,
but the thing
best
is,
of luck in the next tournaments, my dude.
What I've noticed from the community is it's always like results oriented, and it's like whoever's doing well, they just like attribute it to this random shit. Like, had we won that, you guys would all be here like basically filleting me for saying like I'm mastermind this, I'm mastermind that. And you know what? There's a good chance I probably would have been like, fuck it. Who am I to tell them otherwise? Why would I tell you guys otherwise? That's what happens. But in CS, the shit never happened. It never fucking happened like this. Actually, it did. To a degree, it did happen. Because I still see people talking about players that, oh, if they switched, they would be this or that, or this player deserves to get picked up by a team because he's exactly the type of person that the team needs. And it's like, I don't know. I've played with this guy, or I've played... like I've had teammates that were teammates with this guy, or I've played against this guy, and this is literally as far from the fucking truth as possible. I'm not going to name names, but fucking believe me, dude. There's a huge disconnect between like reality and what like the general consensus
Good luck
is.
In the next tournament, Steel.
Kratos, thank you for the 5 gifteds. Are pistol rounds as impactful as they were in CS? To a degree, yes. To a degree, they are more impactful, because in CS there's 15 round halves versus 16. So there's 3 less rounds that you have to get to. You have to get to 13 rounds first instead of 16 rounds. So a pistol round and then the subsequent anti-eco round means that you're getting 2/13 of the rounds instead of 2/16 of the rounds. So theoretically, yes. How are fans supposed to close the gap between what we see in matches and what happens in reality? I don't know. I really don't know. I think
match found.
Part of it is that anytime there's someone, for example, me right now, trying to like kind of explain my side, for example, my opinion, my perspective, my anything, it's met with like a lot of resistance. Most pros in the scene literally will not even remotely... Oh, fuck, I've never even played this map yet. They won't even like give their opinions because they just know that it's not worth it. It's not worth their energy to try to sit there and explain one thing or another, one way or another, because they don't want people to turn on them, basically. But behind closed doors, like like all the people that I actually talk to, they all think the same thing. They just don't fucking say it out loud on stream because it's not worth it. It's really not fucking worth it. Dude, this is gonna be